Kirsten Taylor, one of the top, one of the top rebounders in the game, and as well as Allie Cardinal, she is just a monster. I mean, she's, and Abby Maduri. I mean, you have two longtime starters. I mean, both 2-3-year starters here at Otterbein. This is some of them I mean, they've been playing since their freshman year, so they've been getting meaningful minutes throughout their careers here at Otterbein.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't always been starters, but they've come off the bench, given big minutes throughout. So these are two starters that are going to be hard to replace come next year, but they're very meaningful this year and helping the Cardinals to a great season so far.
And let's not count out this Mount Union team. I mean, they're right behind Otterbein. This game is 3v4. Whoever wins this game is the third seed, and whoever loses is the fourth seed.
Yes.
And that is very important in the OAC tournament standings.
Yes, it is. I mean, both will get a home game, but that, I mean, a 4 versus 5, anybody can win that. A 3 versus 6, yes, usually anybody can win that, but it's going to be a bit of a different matchup.
And right now being recognized for their senior day is Nikki McCullough, cheerleader out of New Albany, Ohio. She's an exercise science and health promotion major. Her plans after school is to attend grad school for exercise science or exercise physiology. And her favorite Otterbein moment was the team bonding cookout her freshman year.
Okay.
Now being recognized is senior athletic trainer Eric Norton. He's also a member of the Otterbein baseball team who is returning letterman for the team. And he is out of Hilliard, Ohio, went to Hilliard Darby High School. So a very local kid, just about 25 minutes, half an hour down the road. So, I mean, it's good to see some local kids being recognized here.
Oh, yeah. I believe we have another trainer as well. I believe. So they're recognizing, what, 2 trainers, right?
Right now they're recognizing 1 trainer. I believe that was one of the team managers for Otterbein.
Ah, managers. Okay. And another manager.
That's right.
So you mentioned about how Mount, you can't count them out. Well, they're about as like Otterbein. They only have 2 seniors as well that play meaningful minutes. So, and here.
Looks like right now Kirsten Taylor is being recognized. Kirsten Taylor, again, multiple-year starter. She started all 26 games as a sophomore and continued into doing that as a junior when she played 25 games. This year she's started every game for Otterbein, starting 24 games. And she's a human resource management major, probably one of the top scorers in the league right now for the OAC.
Yeah. She is 4th in conference in scoring. Plus, she's 6th in conference in just field goal percentage alone. So, I mean, she shoots 52 in the field and averages 14.3 points. So.
And right now being recognized as Abby Maduri. Abby Maduri, one of the feistiest players for Otterbein. She is not afraid to get down and get that rebound whenever it has to come to. And she's not a very big player either. She's only about 5'2".
Yeah, but she can, when she gets on, she can stroke it from outside with the 3-point shot.
That's right. Oof. I mean, we saw her warming up today, and she was just nailing him down down the near corner.
Rarely did she miss. Rarely. So it's going to be interesting to see how these seniors do today, especially on senior day.
And, I mean, this is a very interesting game, again, because, I mean, Mount Union only 1 game behind Otterbein, so this would tie them in conference standings, but Mount Union would have a 2-game. They'd have the tiebreak because let's not forget, Mount Union beat Otterbein the last time they met them up in Alliance.
Yes, 80 to 65, and it was complete domination by Mount Union. I mean, we shot 38.2%, Otterbein did, but Allie Cardinal, Danny Kissel, and Kirsten Taylor, they were all in double figures. They're leading scorers of the team. But the points in the paint were so skewed. I mean, Mount had 32 in the paint, and Otterbein only had 12.
Usually Otterbein, and these teams are actually pretty well stacked. Usually Otterbein, through the games that we've called them, they've been pretty much the larger team, usually averaging about somewhere in the about 5'7" to 5'10" range in their players. But right now, they're pretty evenly stacked up with Mount Union when it comes to height.
Yes.
And right now, we're about to have a moment of silence for Officers Morelli and Officers Joining of the Westerville Police Department who were shot and killed last Saturday.
Please visit the City of Westerville's website, westerville.org, for more information. We wholeheartedly thank the men and women in blue around Central Ohio for the bravery, dedication, and heroic endeavors they continually embrace on a daily basis, and are proud to have them overlooking our cities. At this time, we ask that you please observe a moment of silence to honor the commitment and sacrifice of Officers Anthony Morelli and Eric Joring, followed by a plan of taps and our national anthem.
Thank you for joining us in that moment of silence. I mean, all of our prayers go out to the families of the two officers that were shot and killed just about a couple minutes down the road here from Otterbein University. And I mean, I've known people who have been on the force. I have very close friends who have been on the force, and trust me, it's not an easy job. And when you hear about something like that, especially so close to home, and in a place as safe as Westerville, you know it can happen anywhere. It can happen to anyone.
Yep, very correct there. But hopefully today, basketball will take your minds off of it.
That's right. And now the announcing of the starters. Starters today for Otterbein are number 2, Allie Cardinal, number 4, Abby Schultz, number 20, Kirsten Taylor, number 24, Abby Maduri, number 44, Danny Kissel. Starting for Mount Union, number 4, Anna Alkire, number 10, Casey Morissette, number 21, Rachel Tinke, number 23, Sarah Hessel, and number 33, Jamie Sanborn.
So, I mean, for both teams, you have kind of an all over the map, like starting lineup. I mean, you got some juniors, you got a sophomore in there, you got both seniors for both teams. So you got some experience with some young talent as well. So it should be an interesting game.
I mean, I would say, especially for Otterbein, I mean, experience is really going to play a part. Only one starter today that's not even a junior or a senior, being number 4, Abby Schultz, and she's a solid player.
Oh, yeah.
5th in the OAC when it comes to rebounds, averaging 8 a game. So
Yeah.
she gets what she needs to. She does pretty much most of the dirty work down under the rim for Otterbein, and she's been benefiting out of it. I mean, starting all the games she's played in.
Yes, and not to mention, we've mentioned the seniors for Otterbein, but junior here, Danny Kissel, I mean, she averages 12.3 points a game. Plus, she also likes to get to the free throw line. She shoots 86%, 0.9 from the free throw line. So she likes to do the work and get fouled and get to the line.
Another monster at the free throw line is junior Allie Cardinal, shooting 86.5% from the free throw line, and she's pretty monstrous when it comes to defense too. She has 36 steals on the season, and as a guard herself, I mean, assisting the ball is where her specialty is. 77 assists a game. So
yep.
Not a game, but 77 assists this season. At the tip-off for the Cardinals was 4 Abby Schultz and number 33 for the Mount Union Purple Raiders, Jamie Sanborn, and Mount Union has won the toss. Mount Union in the black with purple numbers, and Otterbein with white and red numbers. And scoring immediately is number 33, Jamie Sanborn.
And immediately they went to the post. They went straight in. That paint is going to be a very interesting area.
Number 44, Danny Kissel dribbling around with the ball. Passes it off to Cardinal. Cardinal blocked up by number 4, Anna Alkire. Recovered and shot by Majuri. Majuri, 3-point shot. Just off the rim. Abby Schultz rebounded, but tried to get it up and just couldn't. Now with the ball is number 4, Anna Alkire again. Alkire with the ball on the far side. Passes out to number 10, Casey Morissette. Takes a 3. In and out and good.
Rattled that one home.
Yeah. 5-0 Purple Raiders over the Cardinals right now. Allie Cardinal with the ball, dribbling around. Screen set up by Taylor. Passes off to Schultz at the top. Over to Danny Kissel. Kissel driving in. Bounces right off the side.
Hard one to call there. Dang. Cardinals just a little crazy right now. Got to calm it down.
I'd agree with you there. Now, Mount Union with the ball. Purple Raiders, number 4, Anna Alkire. Alkire near side, passing it off to Morissette. Morissette looking for an open woman, trying to throw it away. Tosses it off. Oh, and a foul will be called. Correction, that foul is on Mount Union, number 23, Sarah Hessel, her first and the team's first of the game.
I believe it was an illegal screen by her, so.
All right, ball was inbounded by Schultz over to Cardinal. Cardinal tosses off far side to Majuri. Majuri over to Taylor. Taylor to Kissel. Kissel back near side to Cardinal. Cardinal inside the paint. Over to Taylor. Taylor outside. Cardinal, 3. No good. Rebounded by Sanborn. Sanborn over to Anna Alkire again. Alkire with the ball near side over to Sanborn. Sanborn, top of the key. Tossing it inside, number 21, Rachel Tinke. Takes her shot, no good. Rebounded by Abby Majuri. Majuri with the ball. Near side. Dribbling around. And a foul will be called. Looks like it's again going to be on Mount Union number 23, Sarah Hessel.
That's going to be big. I mean, she's already got 2 fouls on her, so.
I mean, we're only a little over 2 minutes into the game and 2 fouls on Hessel, so she's got to watch out for some foul trouble this game. Ball inbounded over to Kissel. Kissel dribbling around, top of the key, passes it off to Schultz. Schultz over to Cardinal. Cardinal dribbling around from the screen, set by Schultz. Taylor with the shot. Kirsten Taylor, good. 2-point shot from the free throw line.
That's big, getting her started early.
That's right, 2-5, only a 3-point game now.
There's the steal.
Stolen by Cardinal. Cardinal dribbling down. Easy layup, in good. 1-point game just like that, 4-5. Mount Union tops the Cardinals.
And you were just talking about the steals earlier in pregame. Right there it is.
Sanborn with the ball up against Schultz. Schultz, good defense. Now ball's with number 20, Bria Sadika, but she, back with her again. Tried to bounce it off of Taylor, and it looks like she did. And it will be Mount Union ball. And correction, that is Bryn Stralka, a freshman guard out of Talmadge High School. Go Blue Devils, I should say.
Back in the post.
Sanborn with the ball, dribbling in and good. Good little hook shot over there by Jamie Sanborn.
They are going there early.
4-2-7. All right. Allie Cardinal with the ball. Over the top of the key, dribbling off to the near side a little bit, tossing it off to Kirsten Taylor. Taylor tried to bounce it inside to Schultz, but it looks like a little miscommunication there as it rolls out of bounds. And Mount Union will regain. And actually, correction, it looks like it bounced off a Mount Union player. And Otterbein will get the ball back. Maduri inbounding over to Taylor. Taylor over to Cardinal. Cardinal, far side, back over to Maduri. Maduri over to Taylor. Excuse me. Cardinal over to Danny Kissel. Kissel driving inside, takes her shot, and it is good.
Bank is open today. We've seen a couple of those today.
All right, 6-7. All right, Alkire over to Stralka. Back over to Alkire. Alkire dribbling around, looking for an open woman. And, good inbound pass by Sanborn. Just a little bit outside over there by, looks like, number 10, Casey Morissette for the 3. Cardinal with the ball driving hard, and it looks like a charging foul might be called against Allie Cardinal.
I believe it was a block, actually.
And you would be correct.
Yeah. Looked like she was moving a little too much there.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that was a hard drive there by Cardinal. I mean, she really got physical.
Oh, yeah. She's a very physical player, as we can see on defense as well.
Cardinal looking for open woman to inbound. Looks like Alex Schaefer's into the game for the Cards.
As well as Delaney.
Cutridge, yes, sir. Cardinal with the 3, off the glass. That's right, now back into the game is Delaney Cutridge and Alex Schaefer for the Cards. 3, looked like that was by number 5, Tori Rapich, sophomore guard. Foul is going to be on Allie Cardinal. Her first team. Foul is going to be on Allie Cardinal. Her first team second of the game. Stepping into the game is 2 Zany Sauter and number 25 Corian Verso for the Purple Raiders. Ball back over top of the key. Zany. Number 43 checked into the game. Excuse me, yep, 43 is checked into the game. Caitlin Teitler for Mount Union. And right now, Delaney Cutridge with the steal with the ball near side, tossing it over to Taylor. Taylor dribbling around near baseline, dribbling off to Schaefer. Schaefer tosses it back over to Cutridge. Cutridge, top of the key. Sitting in for play, tosses it all over to Kissel. Kissel on the far side, dribbling around to the top of the key now, passing it over near side to number 5, J.C. Jones. J.C. Jones over to Kissel. Kissel driving inside. Back over to Schaefer. Schaefer, open 3, and it is good. Drained 3 by number 30, Alex Schaefer. Great open shot.
She's only 3 for 11 from 3, so that's not a shot she takes often.
That's right, junior forward out of Parksburg Catholic.
It was a good rebound by the Cards right there.
And Cards regain the lead now, 9-7. Otterbein over the Purple Raiders. Right now, Cutridge with the ball, dribbling around near the black line. Driving inside near to the far side over to Kissel, back over to Jones. J.C. Jones driving inside, takes a shot. No good, bounces off the rim. Ball goes out of bounds. And it looks like it'll be Cardinal ball. And Abby Schultz subs back into the game for number 20, Kirsten Taylor. Looks like she's getting a little bit of a break today.
Yeah, I mean, you want to spell them as much as you can. This is a big game. I mean, and they just got off playing on Wednesday, so they're probably a little tired still.
That's right, Kissel with the ball over to Cutridge. Cutridge on the far side trying to drive through, takes an open 3 off the glass, no good. Good rebound by Schultz, takes her shot, and it is good.
And we see why she's 5th in the conference in rebounding right there.
That's right. 2-point shot good off the glass for Abby Schultz. 11-7 Otterbein over the Purple Raiders. And a foul will be called. Fouls on number 30, Alex Schaefer. It was her first, team third of the game. A lot of substitutions into the game for Mount Union. Bailey Kuhn subbing in, as well as checking back into the game as number 21, Rachel Tinke. Open shot. That was by number 22, Hannah Schaefer, and it was no good.
Another steal by Cartwright.
Yep, Cardinals try to get that open rebound back into the game, and no good. Kind of falls out of bounds. That'll be Mount Union ball off of that. Inbounding it's going to be number 25, Corey Inverso. All right, Zany Sauter with the ball. Sauter dribbling around, field goal shot. Just off the glass. Abby Schultz, good rebound. Passing it over to Cardinal. Cardinal dribbling around, far side, dribbling inside. And a foul will be called. Foul is on number 25, Corey Inverso of Mount Union. It'll be her first, team 4th of the game. And ball looks like it's going to be inbounded by Cardinal off the baseline. Inbounded in, good bound. Coverage over to Schaefer. Schaefer to Cardinal. Cardinal look for an open shot. Now she gets it. Good
Great
field
move.
goal shot by Allie Cardinal. Just took a little stutter step there, and it was all good from there.
What a move.
Inverso try to get it off to Bailey Kuhn, and stolen by number 4, Abby Schultz. Over to JC Jones. Jones inside the Schaefer. Schaefer takes a shot. Good! And it looks like she will be going to the line for an and one opportunity. Great dominance over there on the defensive side, and great transitions by number 11, Cutridge, and number 30, Alex Schaefer, because she is going to the line for a chance to make it 16-7 over the Mount Union Purple Raiders. And thinking about it, we didn't see this kind of domination last game against up in Alliance.
No, they did not.
And it looks like free throw will be no good, so it'll still be 15-7.
But they got their own rebound.
That's right. Cards get the ball back. Cardinal with the ball. Cardinal near side, dribbling over, tosses it over to Schultz. Schultz over to Cutridge. Cutridge makes a little bit of a shimmy move, far side. Over to Schultz. Schultz field goal. No good, off the glass. Rebounded by number 33. Again, Jamie Sanborn. Sanborn driving inside, takes a pass over to number 10, Morissette. Morissette driving inside, takes a shot. Looks like a foul will be called again. Foul's on number 11, Danny Cutridge, and it is her first, team 4th. And Ivy Majuri's coming back into the game, replacing Danny Cutridge.
And as we were talking, I mean, you were talking about the dominance. I mean, I think this has something to do with their 9-game win streak and the upset on Wednesday of ONU the Cardinals pulled off.
So they got a lot to prove right now to show that they're actually the best team in the OAC, because they have beat both Marietta and Ohio Northern. As Morissette drives inside, tries to get a shot off the glass, and no good. And looks like she's going to take a trip over to the line.
Where she shoots 66% from the free throw line, so she's not that great of a free throw shooter. So
I mean 2 out of 3 still isn't that bad. First shot is no good though. Foul was on number 5, JC Jones, her first, team 5th. Also checked into the game for the Cards is Bryn Mangold, and free throw shot is good. Checked in the game is Bryn Mangold. Also, Kirsten Taylor is also checked back into the game. Now JC Jones, far side over to Cardinal. Cardinal, far little corner over there. Cardinal back over to Jones. Jones over to Cardinal. Cardinal over to Majuri. Majuri near side. Dribbling around, looking for an open woman. Tosses it off to Mangold. Mangold inside to Taylor. Taylor dribbles inside, loses the ball a little bit, and a foul will be called. And it looks like it's going to be on Mount Union. Foul is going to be on number 4, Anna Alkire. And right now, over to the free throw line shooting 2 is Kirsten Taylor, and that's the last person you want there for Otterbein.
oh yeah, she's a great free throw shooter.
I believe she is top 10 in the OAC when it comes to free throw shooting. First shot is good by Taylor.
She's only 78% though from the free throw line.
Again, I mean, that's still pretty good percentage.
Yes.
That's almost 80% from the line. You cannot be mad with that at all, especially with how the season has been going for Otterbein.
No,
right now, number 21, Tinke with the ball, shoots free throw, shoots from the free throw line, but it is good. And a jump ball will be called, and it looks like it's going to Otterbein as Bryn Mangold, the 6-footer out of Lakota High School, inbounds it over to Cardinal.
And surprisingly, Tinke doesn't have any points yet, and she is their leading scorer. So it'll be interesting to see how she progresses through this game, see if she can get some points.
And a traveling call will be put on Kirsten Taylor right now, and Mount Union will get the ball back. About 2:10 left here in the first quarter. And Alkire with the ball, dribbling over near Cardi. Now, near side, dribbling inside to Tinky. Tinky on the three-point line, trying to dribble inside, dribbles around. Good screen by Sanborn. Sanborn, inside shot, and it is good. 17-10, Otterbein over the Purple Raiders. Right now, Cardinal with the ball. Cardinal near the black line, dribbling forward. Over to Maduri. Maduri near side, dribbling around. Over to Maduri, over to Cardinal. Near side, tossing it inside to Taylor. Taylor takes her shot off the glass, no good. And it'll be Mount Union ball.
And you can tell Mount Union wants to go inside early because Sanborn has already scored 6 points, and she is the leading scorer in the game right now.
That's insane. I mean, you don't see bigs that much with that many points early in the game, but here you see Sanborn 6 points, like you said. Oh.
Illegal screen again. That's the second one of the game.
And I mean, you don't want to. I think that's just a little bit of a solid play. I think she thought her feet were set, but it might have been a little too wide for him, and she just tripped over the feet. All right, Cardinal with the ball. Cardinal dribbling over to the far side, over to Kissel, who just checked back into the game. Kissel over to Taylor. Taylor over to Cardinal. Cardinal dribbling around, tossing it over far side to Kissel. Kissel dribbling over to Maduri. Maduri takes an open pass over to Mangold. Mangold inside, takes a shot, no good, just off the rim. Now with the ball, looks like it is again Tinky. Tinky over to Anna Alkire. Alkire near side, back over to Morissette. Morissette try to pass it inside to Sanborn. Try to get another easy shot, make it 8 on the day, but no good. And it'll be Cardinal ball.
While the leading scorer for the Cardinals is Alex Schaefer with 5. I mean, she's coming up big so far. I mean, she's not on the floor right now, but you might see her soon.
Solid bench player for the Cards. Check back into the game for the Purple Raiders is number 34, Rhiannon Patrisco, center out of Steubenville High School. All right, Taylor with the ball, driving inside. Gets a shot off, and it is good. Oh, and it looks like he's going to wave off the shot. And the foul will be on Kirsten Taylor. Wow, first foul of the day for Kirsten Taylor. Offensive foul, too. You don't see many of those now these days. And
interesting.
You could see the crowd was very excited with that shot, but ref waved it off immediately.
Yeah, I think it was just she lowered the shoulder, or she just didn't have enough. She just went through with the shoulder.
That's right. Right now with the ball is number 14, Megan Hess. Hess over to Tinky. Tinky dribbling around near the baseline. Takes an open field goal shot. It is good. Banks it in. Nothing but net for Tinky.
And believe it or not, there's her first 2 points of the game.
All right, 9 seconds left, winding down here in the first quarter. Get over to Kissel. Kissel driving inside. Toss it over to Mangold. Mangold, open 3, contested. A bit of a rough 3 there for Maduri to end the period. And right now, I mean, the Cardinals walking away right now from the first quarter with a 5-point lead, 17-12. Can't complain about that.
No, you cannot.
Pretty good, pretty decent. Both teams, I would say. I mean, you got Sanborn definitely Mount Union's driving in hard in the paint.
Oh, yes. They want to own the paint. Points in the paint last time were 32-12, Mount to Otterbein. So that's obvious. They obviously want to own the paint, and they're obviously showing that today. But the interesting thing I like this time is the rebounding. Rebounding is close, and Mount Union is first in the conference in defensive rebounding with 30.1. So it's going to be interesting to see how the rebounding keeps going down the line. So,
and I mean, Otterbein's been doing some great work off of those defensive turnovers off those inside shots. I mean, they've been working hard and hustling off of those shots. So, I mean, you can't complain if you're Coach Connie Richardson.
No, you can't. I mean, turnovers is low right now. I mean, it's only the end of first quarter, but they're low. I mean, Mount Union 4 turnovers to Otterbein's 3, so that's also better than last game. I mean, Otterbein had 15 turnovers in that last game, and Mount Union's 9. So Otterbein also averages 13.5 a game, which is second highest in the conference.
What do you think the Cards are going to do coming out of this break?
I think they're going to focus on trying to shut down the inside and maybe see, like, get the inside battened down, and because they're not shooting that well from outside. Mount Union is only shooting 25% from the three-point line, but they've only shot it 4 times from out there, so they're going in.
That's right, all right. Mount Union with the ball.
See, right there.
Right now stolen by Abby Schultz off of the pass by number 5, Tori Rapich. Now Kissel with the ball on the far side. Tossing it over to Taylor. Taylor over to Cardinal. Cardinal over to Cutridge. Cutridge tossing it back over to Schultz. Schultz over to Cardinal. Cardinal over at the top of the key, dribbling around to the near side. Passing it over to Cutridge. Cutridge dribbling over. Taylor over to Kissel. 5 seconds left. Oh, blocked shot. Great block over there by number 25, Corey Inverso. Good hustle.
Great defense.
Stolen by Schultz again off the pass.
Poor communication there.
And she tried to pass it off to, I believe, Allie Cardinal, but, I mean, it was just broken up again. Open 3 for number 5, Tori Rapich. Great shot over there. Good, clean, nothing but net. Not rattling at all. Right now, Cardinal with the ball. Score 17-15, 2-point game, just like that.
Yeah, I mean, and they came out trying for the paint. Both times they tried, Mount Union couldn't get it in there, so they're going to try and shoot outside.
Foul will be called. Foul's going to be on Mount Union number 34, Rhiannon Patrisco. That'll be her first, team first of the quarter. And, I mean, that was... there's a little bit of grabbing under the rim there. I mean, there's always a little bit under there. Kirsten Taylor with the shot, and it is good. Great inside shot there by Kirsten Taylor. She's getting a lot of good shots inside the paint.
Yep, I mean, now she's got 6, so let's see how she keeps going.
And Rapid tried to pass it in, but it was stolen by Abby Schultz. Now passing off to Cardinal. Cardinal driving inside, cutting all the way through the Mount Union defense.
Mount got it down there fast.
Oh, this is a physical game, man.
Wow. Tempers are flaring early.
I don't think we'll see any shots being thrown right now, but there will be some talking. And I'll tell you what, I mean, Abby Schultz, she's one tough cookie. I mean, she's big. She's pretty big too at 5'9", so it's pretty intimidating.
Yep.
All right, looks like the ball's going to be inbounded over by Alkire. Pass from Inverso back over to Alkire. Alkire trying to dribble around. Right now passing back over to Inverso. Inverso over to Sanborn. Sanborn leading scorer for Mount. Sanborn's leading scorer for Mount, and looks like a foul will be called. It'll be a holding on Kirsten Taylor. That'll be her second foul on the day. And Otterbein's second foul on the quarter. Now checking back into the game is number 30, Alex Schaefer, and number 24, Abby Majuri. Also checking in is number 21, Tinky is checking back into the game for the Purple Raiders, Rachel Tinky. And I tell you what, she got a little bit on fire towards the end of that first quarter. Oh, and already open shot just off the rim. Good rebound over there by Cutridge. Cutridge driving all the way through. 2-on-1 over to Schultz. Schultz back over to Cutridge. Good shot, and it is good. Good job. Great job by Cutridge and Schultz over there on the far side. Foul's going to be called. Foul's going to be called on number 4, Abby Schultz. And she is not happy.
No, she is not.
Jinx.
And right there's the move to take her out so she doesn't get even hot of a temper. So
that's right. I mean, already second foul. So Bryn Mangle, she's been playing a pretty clean game so far. Pretty good solid starter as a freshman here for the Cards. All right, stolen by Coverage off the inbound pass. Coverage, deep pass over to Kissel. Kissel over to Majuri. Majuri, good screen set by Schaefer. Majuri back over to Cutridge. Cutridge dribbling over on top of the key. And a foul will be called on 14, Bryn Mangold. And I believe it might have been an illegal screen.
Yeah, I mean, what, third of the game? between
either
both teams.
side, yeah. And right now, and out near side, Alkire Maduri, inbound over to Tinky. Traveling call on Tinky.
Man, she just can't get anything started right now for them. I mean, she is struggling from the field. She only has 2 points for the Purple Raiders, so it will be interesting to see if she can actually get some scoring.
That's right. Carter with the ball, tossing it over to the top of the key, over to Schaefer. Schaefer back over to Kissel. Kissel near far side.
Bravo.
Yeah. Just great defense played by Sanborn. I mean, she was not giving Kissel anything.
No. I mean, and as we continue on the Tinky, she is 1 for 4 from the field and only has 2 points. So.
Wow. And checking into the game for Inverso is number 10, Morissette. And now dribbling down is number 4, Anna Alkire. Alkire back over to Morissette. Morissette far side. Back over to Alkire. Alkire dribbling around. Alkire up against Maduri. Maduri's playing pretty stingy defense. Back over to Morissette. Morissette dribbling around, passing it over to Tinky. Tinky, open 3. Oh, just off the glass, a little far out. Good rebound by Schaefer. Schaefer over to Cutridge. Cutridge to Maduri. Maduri dribbling around, near side. Possible inbound. There you go. Good pass over to Schaefer. Schaefer back over to Kissel. Kissel dribbling around, passing it over to Cutridge. Cutridge. Field goal shot, no good. And just like that, another good rebound over there by Sanborn. Sanborn passing it back over to Alkire. Alkire, top of the key. Good, solid screen by Sanborn. Alkire back over to, I believe, looks like Morissette. Morissette inbound to Sanborn. Good paint shot again by Sanborn.
I mean, they worked it right in there to where they could get it.
She's just unstoppable in the paint.
Oh, I know. And now we understand why they were so dominant in the paint the last time.
Right now, Kissel with the ball over to Schaefer. Schaefer, open 3.
She hits another one. Very deep shot. Wow.
Past the black line over there. Good drain shot by Alex Schaefer right now. And Mount Union back with the ball.
I mean, that's the Cardinals' second three-pointer of the game. They are 2 for 7. They are shooting 28%. Schaefer with both of them.
Right now, Sanborn again.
Another
open paint shot.
Another one.
They just need to find a way to defend her. I mean, you got to get someone big up under her. I mean, she's also a big girl, I understand. But, I mean, trying to maybe get Mangold in there, too. I mean, Mangold, a 6-footer, I believe, about 6'1". So, I mean, she could use those long arms, try to swat down Sanborn, but you're not seeing that right now.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I mean, right now, Sanborn has 10 points already. So.
Right now, Cutridge is at the line, shooting 2, I believe, and first one is good. And checking back into the game for the Cards is number 2, Allie Cardinal, and number 5, J.C. Jones. Checking in for Kissel and Mangold. So I believe this is more of like a shooter lineup because you got Maduri, you got Cardinal, and now also you got Schaefer to worry about too. So
yeah, I mean,
a lot of good open field shooters you got to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, Schaefer's got 8 right now. I mean, that's a little bit above her average of 2.7. So.
That's right. Morissette dribbling inside, no good. But a foul will be called. Foul's going to be called against Abby Maduri. It'll be her first, team 5th of the quarter. And at the line, shooting 2 is Morissette again. Again, that is Casey Morissette out there shooting 2. First shot up and good. And a sub will be coming in. Looks like Inverso's coming in for number 34, Rhiannon Patrisco. And Morissette setting up again for that second shot. It is good. 2 for 2 so far. J.C. Jones inbounded over to Allie Cardinal. Cardinal dribbling around. Over there by Cardi, back line. Now, near side, Cardinal over to Cutridge. Cutridge over to Jones. Jones over to Maduri. Maduri, near side, dribbling around. Looking for an open woman. Passing it off to Cardinal. Cardinal near the top of the key right now, close to the black line. Takes open, contested, takes an open 3, got knocked down over there by, looks like that was number 2, Zany Sauter. Now Verso with the ball back over to Sauter. Sauter dribbling around near side up against Maduri. And it looks like a foul is going to be called up against Alex Schaefer against, that was number 20, Bryn Stralka.
I mean, again, even with Sandberg not in the lineup, they're still pounding it in there. And they're trying to find a way into the paint. So it's going to be an interesting game.
That's right. First shot is no good by Bryn Stralka. And checking back into the game is number 44, Danny Kissel, for Danny Cutridge.
As a
Second
team,
shot, no good.
As a team, I mean, you can be okay with putting Mount Union at the free throw line. It says they shoot 67% as a team from the free throw line. So, I mean, if you have to put them there, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
And Kissel tried to take an open shot over there just off the rim, rebounded by Zany Sauter. Sauter over on the far side, passing it over to Inverso. Inverso over to Stralka. Stralka passing it over to Morissette. Morissette looks like a field goal shot, no good. Rebounded though. Ball was rebounded by number 5, Tori Rapich, but her shot was no good as well. It looks like it's going to be an out of bounds ball. It is going to be Mount Union ball. And it looks like it bounced off of a white jersey over there, over near the baseline. And again, they try to inbound the pass, but no good. Bounced off of J.C. Jones over there, over to the near the bleachers over there, and it's going to be inbounded now by Morissette. Morissette up against Kissel, passing it inside to Inverso. Inverso flipping around, 20 seconds left on the clock, so she's still got a little bit of time. Passing it over to Stralka. Stralka dribbling it around, going inside, passing it over to the outside to Inverso on the near side, passing it, dribbling inside. Passing it over to Morissette. Morissette tried to take a 3-shot, but no good.
See, I was not happy with that set they just ran. I mean, you have your big dribbling and trying to drive, and whereas when they post her up, I mean, she's effective. So I don't know if I agree with how they ran that one there. They got a very contested shot there by the Cardinals. So
that's right. I mean, you thought. I'm guessing you would think that Stralka would try to drive inside to get an easy layup, but no good.
Yeah.
Now Cutridge with the ball over to Kissel. Kissel off the top of the key, passing it over to Schaefer. Schaefer over to Cutridge. Cutridge dribbling around, passing it over to J.C. Jones. Kissel now with the ball.
Kissel only has 2 points as well, and she's 1 for 3 from the field.
Now, shot from the free throw line by Schaefer, no good.
That's Schaefer's first miss of the game right there. She is now 3 for 4.
Now, looks like number 25, Corey Inverso with the shot, and it is good. Easy cutting around layup over there by on number 25, again, Corey Inverso. And now checking back into the game for the Cards is number 14, Bryn Mangold. Checking into the game for the Purple Raiders is number 12, Jordan Elliott, freshman guard out of Danville High School. Now Cardinal with the ball, near side. Passing over to Coverage. Coverage inside to Mangold, and it is good! Great play over there by the Cards. Tossing it over to Mangold, trying to get an easy, just inside shot. 3 is no good by, I believe that was Tori Rapich. And, I mean, uncontested, but, I mean, both of these teams, I mean, they're not really three-point shooter teams. I mean, they get most of their points inside the paints and around those field goal line shots. So,
yep. I mean, and Mangold just did what they've been doing to Mount Union's been doing to Otterbein. So Mount just got a taste of their own medicine. So
I mean, 2 very similar teams. I mean, you cannot deny that at all.
No.
All right. Number 14 looks like Megan Hess with the ball. Hess tossing it over to Elliott, over to Tinky. Tinky, far side. Ooh, try to get a block over there on Kissel. Tinky, good. Nice dribble around over there by Tinky, getting an easy field goal shot over to the far side. Now Cardinal with the ball, 30-25. Cardinals over the Purple Raiders. Kissel driving inside, takes a shot, and it is good. 32-25 is the score right now between the Cardinals and the Purple Raiders. Looks like right now, Hess with the ball, tossing it over to Rapich. Ooh, good hard screen set over there by Sanborn. Now, ball passed over to Tinky again. Tinky with the ball, near side, tossing it inside to Sanborn. Shot by Sanborn again, and it is good.
They have to find a way to stop her. I mean, that's going to be a big halftime adjustment.
That's right. I mean, Sanborn's getting, I believe, the leading scorer over here for the Purple Raiders, and she just can't be stopped.
She's got 12.
Right now, Cutteridge with the ball. Cutteridge, far side over to Cardinal. Cardinal looking around, looking for an open woman, trying to get, takes a 3-shot. No good.
Get their own rebound. Great move by Danny Kissel.
That's right. And it looks like a foul is going to be called up against number 21, I believe, Rachel Tinky. And going to the line is number 14, Britton Mangold for the Cardinals.
Who shoots 81%.
Now, Otterbein altogether is a very solid team from the free throw line. I mean, that's just in general. I mean, they shoot about 77% from the free throw line. And, I mean, as a team, shooting 77% is
that's good.
Impressive on it. Like, shooting by yourself 77% is impressive on its own, but shooting as a team, that's just something else.
Yes.
And she makes both the first shot. She makes one of her shots. So now she is 1 for 2 on the day. That's 33-27. Cards over the Raiders. More set. Ball passed inside to Tinky. Tinky swatted by Mangold, but she will get called up on it. But that was a very, very strong display of dominance, to say the least, by Bryn Mangold over Rachel Tinky.
Yes, to show a little bit of a height difference right there.
That's right. Tinky right now going to the line. She's 82.9% from the free throw line. First shot is in and good.
You got Sanborn, who has 12 points for Mount Union, and she averages 10.7. So she's over her average. And then you have Tinky, who has now 6 points.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but Rachel Tinky now 2 for 2 now. Looks like we're about to wind down to halftime. About 15 seconds left on the clock. Cardinal with the ball, trying to dribble it out. Cardinal dribbling around, tossing it over to Cutteridge. Cutteridge over to Kissel. Kissel driving inside, takes a shot. Oh, just hangs off. 2-1. And that is it for the second period. Otterbein leads Mount Union 33-29 here at the Rike Center in beautiful Westerville, Ohio. It is halftime, but I'll tell you what, this game is probably going to be one of the most competitive games that Otterbein has played in, probably since last week when they played up against Baldwin Wallace for that three seed again. I mean, they're having a really hard time trying to defend against Jamie Sanborn. She's just a little too big for him. I mean, they're not having their bigs try to defend him like Mangold or Schultz. They're putting in girls like Cardinal or Jones or sometimes even Cutteridge against her. But I mean, you just can't do that. She's just too big for him. She just hooks it over him and goes in every time. Like you said, she's about 12 points today.
Yep. She's got 12 on the day. She leads all scorers, with Schaefer leading the Cardinals in scoring as well. So it will be interesting to see the second half for sure.
I mean, they're pretty even so far, though, when it comes to field goals in general. Otterbein shooting 43.3% from the field, while you have Mount shooting 44.4% from the field as in general. That's including twos and threes. But just threes in general, I mean, 2 for 8 for Mount Union, 2 for 9 for Otterbein. They're not the most savvy when it comes to 3 points. Both of those threes, by the way, made by Alex Shaver, who's playing lights out off the bench. I believe she has 8 points right now. And Otterbein shooting 71% right now, about 71.5% right now from the field. So a lot of good things you can look for in Otterbein. They're playing very well defensively. They have got 7 steals over there against Mount Union, compared to Mount Union's only 1 against them. So, I mean, they're playing good right now. So there's nothing you can really complain about. All right, so we're going to send you guys off to halftime right now. This is Samer Hammett here with Derek Kruger with Otterbein TV in beautiful Westerville, Ohio, as the Otterbein Cardinals are here taking on the Mount Union Purple Raiders.
Kindness matters.
Kindness matters because I think it makes us more of a global community, and especially at Otterbein, it makes us closer, and when we are closer, we learn better.
Kindness matters because it is what shapes a great university like Otterbein.
Kindness matters because teamwork makes the dream work.
Kindness matters because you never know what someone else is going through, and by taking time out of your day to do something special for someone else, you never know how much you can impact that individual.
Kindness matters because you never know who you can help.
My gift of kindness is working with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital to raise money and also awareness for the children so that their parents can focus on loving the children instead of having to worry about treatment, travel, and housing expenses.
My gift of kindness to Otterbein was being able to connect students from all different political backgrounds and ethnic relations together to have a great discussion on how we can move forward in our society.
My gift of kindness was serving families at the Ronald McDonald House and cooking them meals because they aren't in their home and they are somewhere that's unfamiliar to them.
My gift of kindness was serving as a mentor for young girls.
During my time at Otterbein, my gift of kindness was to find sponsors for the 5K fun run for Hunger Heroes.
My act of kindness to Otterbein was doing over 1,000 community service hours at my time at Otterbein throughout Westerville, Columbus, as well as the Otterbein community.
My gift of kindness was volunteering at Nationwide Children's Hospital, working with children battling different diseases. Kindness matters because it's the future of our world, our nation, and our communities.
Kindness matters because it's important to make sure you're helping one another because they're your family in the end of the day.
Kindness matters to me because giving back is more rewarding than receiving.
Kindness matters because it's filled with hope. The kind act that you are doing will make that person feel that the world isn't always such a bad place to be in.
Kindness matters because it is within each and every one of us to be able to make connections with one another and to be able to progress our conversations about how we view the world and about how we would like to live.
Kindness matters because a simple act of kindness can change anyone's perspective on a situation.
And kindness matters because everybody has unique gifts, and one person's actions can change a community, and a community's actions can change the world.
I don't know of anything in this region that is like this.
This is the point, the exact location where education, industry, business research, and government are meeting. Not only is the point changing how students learn, it has the potential to distinguish this university and its long-standing partner, the city of Westerville. It also stands to serve as one of the most innovative and unique assets in the entrepreneurial ecosystem of Central Ohio.
There are a lot of innovation centers across the United States, either linked to universities or just independent. What we believe is really unique about this facility is that we've brought the community in, we've brought businesses in as tenants, and we've brought our academic programs all together, collaborating in one facility. And it's not necessarily entrepreneurship based or student startup based or student directed based. It's really about the collaboration and the partnership and the great things that we can create and develop with those partners all together working in the same facility.
This has been a dream come true for us to be able to have a place to go where we have the capability, we have the facility and the equipment to do what we need to do to create solutions.
It will allow us to have an environment in which our engineering students here at Otterbein will work alongside of practicing engineers on projects for the companies who are resident in the center and with our industrial collaborators who bring projects to the center.
The work that is happening here will give students, corporations, businesses, and community partners new perspectives about how things can and should work. It will be a model example of all that collaboration can produce. The point is what happens when you have the right partners in the right position at the right time.
the vision and the execution is significantly bolder than what I frankly first understood and imagined. And as you know, coming in and seeing it for the first time, and then also being a resident here over the last several months, there's just a significant energy in this facility and in this at the point that gets me really excited. I think it's actually going to be one of the biggest things to happen, if you will, from a maker perspective, so in the hardware development here in Central Ohio.
At the point, we are integrating and applying classroom learning as students engage in industry projects from prototype development to capstone experiences to internships, working side by side with industry professionals. They will come to understand the process of moving idea generation and product design to the marketplace.
We've done as much as we can from an applied learning perspective. We're integrating design thinking and problem-based learning into all of our programs that are here, and really being able to offer the students an opportunity to go from the classroom into the lab, and then perhaps even then going one step further and going into a business partner to work in the afternoon. I think that gives our students this opportunity that you wouldn't get anywhere else.
What I really like about the program is the fact that they're integrating not only the theoretical work, but also the ability for the students to apply that theoretical knowledge in the labs. They seem to be able to complete projects, articulate those projects to an audience, and explain how they came about, their logic, and demonstrate the designs and the different concepts that they put together.
This building has become physically transformed. But so has our partnership, so has education for the future. This is just going to be, I think, the best thing ever, and I'm so excited to see this as it progresses.
Just as Towers Hall has served as the iconic facility defining our past, the Point will serve as the physical manifestation of Otterbein's future. The future calls for experienced problem solvers and bold mindsets. The Point is where these leaders will learn differently. This is how higher education works in the 21st century at Otterbein.
Lecture Series presents Piper
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were going to want to. There you go. That's good.
Yeah, oh, that's really good. Oh, man, I blew out my ears. Where's Shalisha? Hey, you ready to go?
Yep.
Right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the end of halftime. Scores Otterbein 33, Mount Union 29 in beautiful Westerville, Ohio. And today is also senior. Try that again. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Westerville, Ohio. It is senior day here in Otterbein University at the Rike Center now as the Otterbein Cardinals take on the Mount Union Purple Raiders. I'm Samer Hamid here with Derek Krieger. And Otterbein starts back off with the ball. Kirsten Taylor tossing it over to Abby Maduri. Abby Maduri near side. Passing back over to Taylor. Taylor back over to Kissel. Kissel, 3 in and out of the rim. No good. Good rebound by number 21, Rachel Tinkey.
Another defensive rebound for the Mount Union Purple Raiders. I mean, in the first half, they had 17 total rebounds and 12 defensive rebounds. So let's see how that keeps progressing.
That's right. Now Morissette inside pass over to Corian Verso, who gets a good shot right there. Excuse me, that was number 23, Sarah Hessel. Correction, but Sarah Hessel, good inside shot there for the Purple Raiders. Now 44, Danny Kissel passing it over to Maduri. Maduri over to looks like over to Schultz. Schultz a little confused by the pass over there. Schultz back over to Cardinal. Cardinal, good, drained 3 by number 2, Allie Cardinal. 36-31.
That's Cardinal's first 3, and she's already had. She's 1 for 5 from 3, so it's going to be good if she can get started from there.
That's right. Hessel over to Morissette. Morissette tried to pass it inside to Sanford. Sanford, 12 points on the day. Inside to Albright. Inside to Alkire. Alkire, great inside shot. 36-33. 3-point game. Otterbein over the Purple Raiders. Now, Cardinal with the ball. Back over to Kissel. Kissel over to Taylor. Taylor over to Maduri. Maduri over to Cardinal. Cardinal, who's inside of Taylor, trying to get the shot off, but no good glances off the glass. Now, again, Hessel with the ball. Hessel, far side, passing it over to Alkire. Alkire near side over to Morissette. Morissette trying to drive inside. Good defense over there by Kissel. Alkire passing it over to the top of the key over to Sarah Hessel. Hessel.
They're looking to go inside here.
Oh,
right there it
it's
is.
obvious. Sanford, inside shot, no good. No good again. Great defensive stop. And again, great defensive stop when it comes to Otterbein right there.
Yep.
I mean, they denied.
Yes.
They denied Jamie Sanborn over there.
Yes.
When it came to driving inside the paint. I mean, 99 to 100% of her shots today have come from inside the paint.
Oh, yes. I mean, and if she's not in the paint, she's right outside of it, and she's going to look for a pass, a cutter. And, I mean, you're not doing much right now, and they're trying to get those people to lock down on her. So it's going to be interesting.
That's right. Maduri with the ball. Over to Schultz. Schultz back over to Cardinal. Cardinal dribbling around. Passing it over to Taylor. Taylor to Maduri. Maduri, 3! Bit of an air ball, a little underthrown there. Maduri, an overthrown. Looks like it's a shot clock violation over there by Otterbein as she just tried to get it off, but wasn't fast enough off of her hands. I mean, Maduri, her shots haven't been landing so far this game. I think she just needs to get her confidence back.
Yeah, I mean, and that'll come. She's got to make one shot here or there, and she'll get it.
That's right. Morissette with the ball, far side. Passing it inside to Tinky.
And another one.
And the foul is going to be on number 4, Annie Alkire.
That's her 3rd.
Wow.
That's big. Because
I believe we talked about this in the beginning of the game. She had 2 fouls really early with 2 minutes into the first quarter. But I mean, she hasn't fouled. She didn't foul all in the second. So
no.
I mean, she still got 2 fouls before she fouls out. So she's got to be careful.
I mean, Alkire is going to be is a big player. She averages 3.8 assists a game, which is 4th in conference. So
That's right. Good inside shot by Kissel. Shot was good. Scores 38-33. Cardinals. Hessel over number 2, Zanny Sauter. Sauter back over to Sanborn. Sanborn inside shot. Try to get a kind of an awkward looking layup inside. I mean, they're really defending her hard in the paint.
oh yes, I mean they are being physical as they can with her, and she's still battling and getting shots up, which is just very impressive.
That's right, and she is being sent to the free throw line, 57.5% from the free throw line.
So this is a good person to send to the free throw line, unless, I mean, the day she's having may not be, though.
Yeah. Scores 38-34. First shot good. Checking in for Schultz is number 30, Alex Schaefer, again, the Cards' leading scorer with 8. Good. 2 for 2 for Jamie Sanborn. Now, checking in for Sanborn is number 43, Caitlin Teitler. Also checking back into the game is number 20, Bryn Stralko. We saw her playing pretty well, getting a couple trips up to the free throw line.
I mean, she's just as good. I don't want to say just as good as Sanborn, because Sanborn's having an amazing day. But she is just as big and physical down there, getting those shots off, just as Sanborn does.
That's right. Cardinal with the ball. Try to get stolen by Zanny Sauter. Cardinal try to drive inside. She's fouled on the way up there. Looks like a call's going to be on number 10, Morissette. Foul's going to be on, again, number 10, Casey Morissette. Her second, team third of the third quarter. Ball's going to be inbounded by Cardinal. Almost lost by Taylor, but she gets it back. Taylor tries to get an inside shot, but no good.
Mount Union, we were really seeing why they're #1 in the conference in defensive rebounding. I mean, they are just all over the boards.
That's right. Number 43, Tyler, passing it over to Stralka. Stralka on the outside. Traveling call on Stralka. She tried to look for, I believe it was Rachel Tinke, but she couldn't get the pass off in time, took one too many steps.
Yep. I mean, Mount Union's got 10 turnovers already. So Otterbein's definitely working on those turnovers, trying to get Mounts, and Otterbein's only got 8. So this is good that we want to see. So
that's right. Cardinal over to Schaefer. Schaefer driving inside. Layup shot, just off the glass. And it looks like Schaefer's going to go to the line 4-2.
Yep. And I mean, she was 0 for 1 from the free throw line the first time she went to the line in the first half. So
that's right. Foul's going to be on. Foul's going to be on number 43, Caitlin Teitler. Her first, team 4th. First shot in and out of the rim, no good. And checking back into the game is number 5, J.C. Jones for Kirsten Taylor. And Schaefer going up for a second shot. Shot up, in and out again.
That's not good. You do not want to go 0 for 2 from the free throw line. That's going to hurt you down the stretch.
That's right. Zanny Sauter over to Tyler. Tyler, top of the key, being defended hard by Schaefer. Schaefer, pretty good defensive showing right now. Shot up by Tinke. Tinke off the glass, no good. Good rebound by Schaefer. Schaefer back over to, I believe, Allie Cardinal. Cardinal dribbling around, tossing it over to Cutridge. Cutridge back over to Cardinal, near side. Cardinal driving inside, passing over to Schaefer. Schaefer 3! 3 for 3! Check it in. Yep. 9 points for Alex Schaefer. Off the bench, too. She is in double-digit territory right now.
She is actually in double figures right after that 3. She's now got 11 and 3 for 3 from the field, from 3. So, I mean, she is really pouring it in for...
She's just unstoppable right now. Off the bench, 11 points. She's having a great showing right now.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, Coach Connie Richardson cannot be disappointed.
Yes. I mean, and she's the first Cardinal in double figures today, too. I mean, not Taylor, not Cardinal, not Schultz, whatever. It is Schaefer off the bench. That is great to see.
We knew this was going to be a physical game off the start, but we didn't realize how physical, especially, it was going to be under the glass in the second half. I mean, Sanborn, she couldn't get a shot off.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very impressed by Otterbein.
Yeah, I mean, it's right now in the rebounds, it's 22-18 Mount Union to Otterbein, so it's close. But it's definitely, they're battling every time down there for rebounds.
That's right. Inside shot by Stralka. It is good. And Stralka is going to get a trip to the line. Fouls on Alex Schaefer, her third of the game.
That's also a big deal, especially the way she's playing today.
So Stralka, 2-point shot was good, so she's only going to get one shot over there from the free throw line. Shot is up. It is good.
I was just about to say, she only shoots 54% from the free throw line, so.
All right, scores 41-38, only a 3-point game right now, so still pretty close. Cardinal over to Kissel. Kissel dribbling around, back over to Schaefer. Schaefer feeling hot today, back over to Cutridge. Cutridge dribbling around inside, pass over to Schaefer. Schaefer driving inside, takes her shot, good!
She cannot miss.
13 points. 13 points for Alex Schaefer off the bench. Now dribbling with the ball is number 14, Megan Hess. Hess driving around over near side. Try to get it off to Tori Rapich, but it is no good.
Cardinal just playing a little too tough defense and he just got called for the push there. I mean, what are you going to do?
Subbing in is Kirsten Taylor for Alex Schaefer. Schaefer feeling hot today. Also subbing back into the game is number 33, Jamie Sanborn.
Well, you know,
maybe they'll try to get her a couple more points off the glass. You never know.
Yeah, I think you know exactly where Mount's going to go right now.
Yeah, see him setting up. All right, Megan Hess with the ball, dribbling around, far side, tossing it over to, looks like Inverso. Inverso inside over. She tried to pass it off to Morissette. Morissette chipped around, fell over, it looked like Allie Cardinal. Now, Kissel with the ball, near side, driving around, trying to drive inside, takes a shot. Good! 2-point shot for number 44, Danny Kissel. And it looks like she might possibly be in double-digit range territory, double-digit point territory too. And it looks like she's going to the line. Foul will be on number 14, Megan Hess, and Kissel's going to the line for one off of that 2-point shot. Scores 45-38, make it 46-38.
That was her first free throw attempt of the game, which is good to see her getting to the free throw line, considering she likes to live down there with an 86.9% from there.
That's right, ball inbound by Inverso, over to Hess. Hess driving around, almost stolen by Cutridge, and ooh, that was a little rough over there. Inverso, good physical defense being played right now, just suffocating Mount Union.
Yeah.
Sanborn driving inside, no good. And she's going to go to the line for two. Otterbein playing a little bit of hack-a-shack right now with Jamie Sanborn, trying to just take her over to the line. They know she doesn't have a high percentage, only about a 50, 55, 57% free throw shooter.
And I mean, that's not a bad play. I mean, you're forcing her to make free throw shots instead of just an easy layup. So this should be interesting.
First shot up. First shot good. Sanborn setting up for a second shot. Shot up. Shot good again. I mean, Sanborn is a hot player, is a hot shooter right now. I mean, you cannot deny that. I mean, from the free throw line and from inside the paint. I mean, I'll tell you what, for the free throw percentage that we've been given for her, which is actually about like 57.5%, she is perfect from the free throw line.
Yeah, I mean, which is very surprising.
All right, Cutteridge with the ball, 46-40 Cardinals. Cutteridge back over to Schultz, Schultz over to Cardinal. Cardinal trying to drive in near side, got a foul off the play. Foul's going to be on number 14, Megan Hess. And Cardinal will go to the line 4-2.
Which is another big shooter from the free throw line.
Yeah. Quick update right now. Number 21, Ohio Northern is playing Marietta for the and these two are playing for the 1 and 2 seed. Ohio Northern's up 59-57 against Marietta.
And ONU wants to avenge a loss they had to Otterbein on Wednesday, with where Otterbein beat them 64-56 at ONU. So it will be that's an interesting game to watch.
Cardinal getting off going 1 for 2 right now, free throws as Hess try to drive inside hard, gets it off the Rapich. Rapich just ricochets off the rim, and good rebound by Maduri. Maduri dribbling off to the near side, around, looking set up a play. Schultz over to Cartridge. Cartridge over to Cardinal over to Taylor. Taylor back over to Maduri. Maduri near side. Good screen set up by Taylor. Cardinal gets the shot off. No good.
Maybe this will help get her going when she goes to the free throw line.
Foul again is going to be on Megan Hess. Her third of the game already. I mean, she hasn't had a good third quarter, to say the least, at all. Now Maduri at the line shooting 2. First shot good for Maduri. Checking back into the game for the Mount Union Purple Raiders, number 2, Zanny Sauter, and she's been playing some pretty solid defense for the Purple Raiders. Second shot good by Abby Maduri.
Very good to see.
Good defense being played by Cutteridge right now, staying on top of Sauter. And Sauter kind of just dribbles around her. And now it looks like a foul is going to be called away from the play again on Abby Schultz, and she is not happy. Again, these just ticky-tack fouls are just being called again and again and again on Abby Schultz, and she is not appreciating it in the slightest. Now Sanborn's again back at the line, shooting 2.
And you can see she's talking to the ref to see what she's doing wrong, because she does not see herself doing anything wrong. She feels like Sanborn's the one doing everything that's wrong.
Checking back into the game, subbing in for Schultz was Alex Schaefer. Now subbing back into the game for Alley Cardinals, Danny Kissel.
I mean, and Schultz has got 4 fouls, so that's going to be hard to keep coming back in the game.
Again, another free throw good by Jamie Sanborn. I mean, she's not a high scoring player, but she's just hot today. I mean, look, she's getting almost 20 points so far this game.
Yes.
And 12 of them from inside. So
yeah, I mean, she is 6 for 6 from the free throw line, and has 18 points from the field. That is a massive day, considering she only averages 10.7. So.
Checking back into the game right now is Morissette, and Kristen Taylor got a shot off, so shot was good. Foul was on number 5, Rapich, but again, so Taylor got an and one opportunity. Shot was good. While inbounded over to Zanny Sauter. Sauter passing it over to Hess. Now Morissette with the ball. Morissette passing it over to the near side to Sauter. Back over to the top of the key to number 23, Sarah Hessel. And
go ahead.
Another physical foul being called again against Otterbein, and another ball was lost again by Zanny Sauter and rebounded by Otterbein. So Schaefer over to Cutridge. Cutridge moving around.
That was another forced turnover by the Cardinals. I mean, their defense is so good today.
Yeah. Tinky with the ball. Tinky near side up. Cutridge inside. Oh, Schaefer. Tinky gets the shot off Schaefer. Schaefer inbounding it over to Cutridge. Cutridge dribbling around, looking to set up a play. Cutridge dribbling around over to the far side, passing it over to the Schaefer. Schaefer dribbling around, passing it over to Maduri. Maduri over to Kissel. Kissel far side, passes it over to Taylor. Taylor to Maduri. Maduri dribbling around, possibly an open shot. Oh. Passing it off to Kirsten Taylor. Taylor back over to Kissel. Kissel driving inside, takes a shot. Contested, no good.
That was a rough possession right there. They never really got anything going towards the hoop.
Shot by Morissette from the three-point line, no good over from the far side. Rebounded by Cutridge. Cutridge passing it back over to Maduri, setting her up. 1 minute remaining in the third. Passing it back over to Alex Schaefer. Schaefer dribbling inside, takes a shot, good again!
Ooh.
And the ref is calling it off. The ref is calling an offensive foul against Alex Schaefer, her 4th of the day as well.
That's another big foul.
Crowd is not happy at all. I don't agree with that call. I don't agree with that call.
I don't know. I thought it was more like a in-between type of deal where it could have went either way. I mean, obviously, Schaefer wanted it to go to her way, and obviously Mount would want it to go theirs. But I don't know. I thought it was a little bit. I didn't know see if she was in the restricted area or not, so I can't say one way or the another.
Schaefer was in the air. She was getting the shot off and just got swept under by Mount Union. Now Mount Union with the ball. Stole Allie Cardinal again.
She is all over those getting steals.
Again, one of the top in the OAC when it comes to defensive steals. So there's a reason for everything, and that's one of them. And Mount tried to bounce it out of her hands, try to waste a little bit more clock, and not working for him so far. Right now, Cardinal with the ball, dribbling around. Taylor with the solid screen, passing it over to Maduri. Maduri inside shot off the top, no good. And out of bounds, going to be Mount Union ball.
I feel like you could have gotten a little more out of that possession than what they did.
Yeah, I mean, they thought they were going to walk away with an Alex Schaefer open free throw possibly for a three-point play, but called off, and it was a foul against against Schaefer. So, I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it. Now, looks like instead of Stralka inbounding the ball, it's going to be Inverso.
They'll probably find a way to. They got 17 seconds to go, so that they'll probably find a way to get Stralka the ball down in the post to set something up.
That's right. Shot clock set off. Sauter inside to Inverso. Inverso dribbling around, top of the key. Back over to Rapich. Rapich dribbling around, far side, takes a shot. It was a highly contested shot over there on the far side by Kissel, and score will remain 52-44, Cards over the Raiders. And that was a physical third quarter.
Yes, it was.
You had Abby Schultz getting her fourth foul, confused over the play. I mean, she's just battling against Jamie Sanborn, and she just doesn't know why she's getting these calls. She's just in utter confusion.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have Schaefer, who shooting lights out.
Oh, yes.
18 points, but 4 fouls also. I mean, the foul trouble on this team is just insane, with 2 of their top players in foul trouble this game.
Yeah, I mean, and not to mention Mount Union has some foul trouble as well, with Anna Alkire with 3 and Megan Hess with 3 as well. But they also have a couple other players with 2 fouls themselves. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out in this fourth quarter, especially with this game. I mean, it's not 52-44, got a decent margin, but it can tighten up at any time, especially here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Abby Schultz actually playing very, very well on the defensive side. 4 steals this game.
Yeah, that is a very, very good stat to see. Plus,
and a total of, sorry, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you. 4 steals, 6 total rebounds altogether, 3 on the offensive, 3 on the defensive side. So she's playing very good in her role as the typical rebounder and just all-around defensive personality of Otterbein.
Yes, she is.
But again, she's in foul trouble. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but again, she's in foul trouble, so she's got to watch out. She's got to be a little less physical on some of these defensive plays.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how much Schaefer and Schultz will play in this fourth quarter, and when Connie Richardson will decide to put them back in the game, knowing how much they mean to having them on the court.
I agree with you there. Ball inbounded from Inverso over to Alkire. Alkire back over to Stralka. Inside. Sanborn with a shot, no good off the glass. Great defensive play by Otterbein. Now Cardinal with the ball. Back over to, Maduri with the ball. Back over to Cardinal. Cardinal dribbling around near side. Back over to Maduri. Kissel with the ball. Inside to Taylor. Stolen by Jamie Sanborn. Now Alkire with the ball, far side, up against Kissel. Passes it inside to Stralka. Stralka getting physical up against Maduri. Takes her shot, no good. And this Hack-a-Shack strategy is working very well against Stralka. I mean, she's not shooting very well from the free throw line either. She hasn't, I don't believe she's made a free throw this game.
I believe she has hit, she's 1 for 3. So you're right, she is not shooting very well from the free throw line.
She's got 1 right there, so right now she's 2 for 4, about 50% right now.
And that's right around her average. She shoots 54%, so.
She's 2 for 2. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you at home who don't understand what I mean when I say hack a Shaq, so in the NBA, players would, of course, great Shaquille O'Neal would, while he was a very physically dominant player, they would hack him at the end and take him to the free throw line so he could shoot his free throws, which everyone knew he was not a very great free throw shooter. So that's what Otterbein's really trying to do against these bigs for Mount Union. And right now, Kissel with the ball. Kissel dribbling around. Back over to Cutridge. Cutridge driving inside. Back over to Cardinal. Cardinal gets the shot off. 5-second violation not being called. But the shot was no good. So either way, it looked like Mount Union was going to get that ball back.
Yes, it did.
And checking back into the game for Mount Union is number 21, Tinky, and number 25, Corey Inverso.
So it's going to be interesting. I mean, Tinky still doesn't. She's got 8 points, but she's 3 for 8 from the field, so not very great. But she's trying to come on late, and that's going to be huge.
That's right. And Sanborn tried to drive inside, and no good as the ball rolls outside.
I think we finally found the matchup to watch here in this fourth quarter. Taylor versus Sanborn. I mean, so far Taylor is shutting her down when she's been on her, so that's good to see.
That's right. Ball and then it over to Rachel Tinky. Tinky taking an open shot, in and good. Scores 52-48 Cards over the Raiders.
She's now in double figures as well.
Majuri with the ball near side, passing it over to Taylor. Taylor back over to Cutridge, bounces off her hands, and stolen by Alkire. Alkire inside to Morissette. Morissette, open layup, no good. Foul's going to be on number 44, Danny Kissel, which means that number 10, Casey Morissette, is taking a trip back over to the free throw line,
where she is 3 for 4 from there. So normally she shoots 66% from the free throw line, but she's shooting a little better today.
First shot in and out of the rim, no good. Luckily, only a second foul of the day for Kissel, so she's got a lot of room to go with 8:19 left in this game.
Which will be big. I mean, she has 9 points, so that's going to be big down the stretch.
That's right. First shot good, scores 52-49, Cards over the Raiders. Cardinal with the ball. Top of the key, passing it over to the far side over to Cutridge. Cutridge dribbling around, passing it over to Taylor. Taylor over to J.C. Jones. J.C. Jones dribbling around, dribbling inside, passing it far side to Cutridge. Cutridge, 3, good! Open 3, Danny Cutridge. Ball passed inside to Morissette. Morissette dribbling inside, trying to take an open shot. No good.
That was good defense.
Great defense by Danny Cutridge on the other side. Now J.C. Jones with the ball, dribbling over, passing it over to Cardinal. Cardinal, far side. Dribbling around pretty close to the top of the key.
You're going to notice Cardinals are starting to slow this down a little bit. They're not trying to run this fast pace.
That's right. Jones tried to take a shot, kind of flopped it up there. No good. Now Rachel Tinky with the ball, trying to drive inside, trying to drive hard too. Trying to throw off Danny Cutridge. Tinky, 3, good. Drained 3.
Very deep too.
Yeah, 55-52, 3-point game. Cards over the Raiders. Let's see how it goes from here. 7:05 left in the game. Cardinal with the ball.
That was only Mount's third 3 of the game, and they only have shot 11, so that's a big shot.
Kissel with the ball, back over to Cutridge. Cutridge near side, inside over to Kissel. Foul. Looks like foul's going to be on number, I believe, 25, Corey Inverso. And Danny Kissel will take a trip to the line. Check that. Looks like it's going to be an...
No, you were right. Inverso, 25.
No, check that. It's going to be an inbound pass.
Oh, it was on the floor. Okay.
Yeah. And a timeout, 30-second timeout being called right now by Coach Connie Richardson right now for Otterbein. And experience is playing a huge role right now for Connie. 27 years as Otterbein's head coach since 1991. So we'll see how her experience plays now. She's been in these types of situations before. She's been in the NCAA tournament. She's been in the OAC tournament multiple times in her career. She's been in these close game situations like this so far this season against teams like last week against Baldwin Wallace when they were down for a large part of that first half, and they kind of brought it back towards the end there.
Yes, they did. This huddle has got to be a talk about how they're going to slow it down and really cause Mount some trouble, hopefully, on the sets. Because you don't want a fast-paced tempo here, because Mount Union likes to get up and down the floor a little bit.
That's right. Inbounded over to Taylor. Taylor takes a shot. Off the glass, no good. Oh, jump ball.
Very, very smart play by Cardinal. I mean, she knew the possession arrow was to the Cardinals, and she wrapped it up and got it back to the ball.
That's right, very smart play. Cardinal, the baseline, inbounds it over to Kissel. Kissel, far side, flipping around over to Taylor. Taylor, driving inside. Layup, no good. JC Jones takes a shot. Good! 2-point shot. Didn't mean to blow out your ears there. 2-point shot good for JC Jones. 57-52, 5-point game for the Cards. And a foul is going to be called. Looks like a push is going to be called up against Allie Cardinal.
And right there it is. Schultz back in the game to give Taylor a little bit of a breather. So this is going to be interesting, especially with Schultz having 4.
And look who's back into the game, Jamie Sanford.
Yep.
Also back into the game for Danny Cutridge is number 24, Abby Maduri.
We're going to see it go right
Schultz,
in the
that's right. Schultz Sanford, little physical. Gets it around, pass it over to Alkire. Alkire, 3, good. 2-point game. Otterbein, 57. Mount Union, 55.
Big shot, very big shot there.
That's right, 24, Abby Maduri over to JC Jones. Jones back over to Cardinal. Cardinal, far side, takes a shot, and she's going to be fouled. Oh, check that. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Allie Cardinal.
I believe, yeah, that's her 4th as well.
Wow, so Otterbein starters, Abby Schultz and Allie Cardinal in severe foul trouble, both with 4 each.
Yes, and I mean, you still have 6 minutes to go, and it's a 2-point ball game. So you're going to need them. So it's going to be interesting.
Your top rebounder, your top free throw shooter, and your top just all-around shooter.
Yes.
Right now, Tinky with the ball, back over to Inverso. Inverso over to Alkire. Alkire driving inside, gets a shot off. Alkire good. Tie game. 57-57. Cardinals tied with the Raiders. Danny Cutridge with the ball. Back over to Kissel. Kissel, far side, driving around. Takes 3. In and out. Oh, heartbreaker for the Cards. In and out. 57-57. Still a tie game. Sanford with the ball. Up against Schultz. Schultz playing some very physical defense right now.
Considering she has 4 fouls, that is
traveling call on Corey Inverso. That could change the game right here, especially since we have it tied.
I mean, and considering both teams have 13, Mount Union now has 14 turnovers to Otterbein's 13. So they're both very close in the turnover battle, but it's going to be interesting to see how that keeps going.
That's right. Tori Rapich checks back into the game, as well as Kirsten Taylor for Otterbein.
Gave her a decent spell, so now she's back in to go head-to-head with Sanborn down there in that post.
That's right. Now Stralka back into the game for Union as well. Near side over to Maduri. Maduri over to Taylor. Taylor over to Kissel. Kissel back over to Danny Cutridge. Cutridge over to Kissel. Kissel driving around. Drives inside, takes a shot. No good.
But you got a foul there, so that's good. That's good.
That is great for the Cards. And she is being sent to the line, so that means she's getting 2 shots right there off of that contested shot. Foul. That was the 3rd foul for the day on Rachel Tinky, too, so she's got to watch it there, too.
Yep, and now she's 2 for 2 from the free throw line with that make.
All right. Checking into the game is Morissette. Checking in for Rachel Tinky.
Kissel has now got 10 points as well, so that's also good to see.
Second shot, no good. 1-point game, 58-57. Cards over the Raiders. Stralka with the ball. Stralka back over to Alkire over, dribbling around, looking for a play to set up, maybe make a play on her own by herself. Back over to Stralka. Inside to Sanford. Sanford over. 3! 2-point lead, Mount Union. Their first since the first quarter.
Wow, that is amazing. Cardinals have really been out in front this whole game, and Mount Union really stepping up fourth quarter.
And that is Rapich's some of Rapich's first points of the game right now, and some important points there as well. Subbing into the game right now is Allie Cardinal in for Abby Maduri.
So now you have 2 players on the floor right now for the Cardinals that have 4 fouls. That is going to be very interesting. Both are very defensively oriented players, so.
All right, covers the ball. Over to Cardinal. Cardinal 3! Just soars a little bit off the rim. Good rebound over there by Kissel, just keeping it from going out of bounds. Cardinal dribbling around, pass it over to Taylor. Taylor over to Cutridge. Foul on the play. Foul right now. Foul's going to be on Foul's going to be on Bryn Stralka. So her first of the game.
Still on the floor right now.
Cardinal with the ball. Inbounds over to Cutridge. Cutridge back over to Cardinal. Cardinal dribbling around. Cutridge. 3. In and out. Coverage inside. And
Taylor got slapped
Kirsten
in the
Taylor.
face.
Yeah, Kirsten Taylor's down. And we're here. Kirsten Taylor still down on her knees. It looks like she might have gotten a little bit of a hand to the face or something or another. Maybe the wind just got knocked out of her a little bit, but she is getting up. And that's something you definitely want to see. You would hope it wouldn't be like something serious, like possible, maybe like a cut or something like that.
You're going to need her in the game. I mean, you're at 3:37 in the game, so.
Down by 2.
Yeah.
This game is for the third seed in the OAC tournament too. Remind you again, it's a senior day for the Cards as well, so a win here would be huge for the 2. Back over to Taylor. Taylor from Coverage. Coverage to Cardinal. Cardinal 3! Off. And it looks like that's going to be Mount Union ball. And Cardinal, she really fought for that rebound.
Yeah.
But it was to no avail. I mean, she tried to reel it in with as much of her body as she could, but she just couldn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, the Cards keep shooting from outside, but they're only 5 for 18. They're shooting 27%, so something's got to give there. They either have to start trying to get some
I think they
twos.
might try to sub back in Schaefer, try to get another 3.
Yeah, I mean, that could be interesting down the stretch, but she's been sitting on that bench for a little while now, so with those 4 fouls.
Mount trying to play a little bit of keep away with the Cards right now. Alkire with the ball, far side passing over to, looks like Morissette. Morissette inside over to Sanford. Sanford shot! Sanford shot good! 3-point game. That is a 4-point game. 58-62. 2-score game right now for the Cards. Cardinal.
And Sanborn has 20 points now.
Schultz over to Cutridge. Cutridge dribbling around. Cutridge over to Kissel. Kissel 3. In and out again. Her shots are going in. Her shots are entering the rim. They're just not landing.
Yeah, I mean, but what are you going to do when they're not falling like that?
Back over to Sanford. Sanford. Dribbling around. Passing it over to Morissette. Morissette back over to Tinky. Tinky 3. 3 no good. Back over to Kissel. Kissel inside. Driving. Oh, foul on the play. And Danny Kissel will go to the line for 2. Check that. That is going to be 2 shots.
And that is Alkire's 4th foul with 2 minutes still to go.
Otterbein with the chance to make this a 1-score game. This would be huge. Some huge free throws right now. 2:12 left in the game. First shot off the rim. No good.
Got to come away with at least 1 here.
Kissel setting up for a second shot. Second shot up. Good. 3-point game. That's exactly what Otterbein needs.
Yep.
Alkire with the ball, dangerous.
Now you need a defensive stop here. You know where they're probably going to go, right
Back
there.
over that's right. Hessen over to Sanford. Sanford shot good! Again. Again to Sanford. 5-point game.
I mean, Schultz can't do much down there with those 4 fouls, though, so she can't be that physical.
Taylor inside the paint, passing it outside over to Cuttridge. Cuttridge dribbling around. Field goal shot. Good! Good! 61-64. Timeout being called. 30-second timeout for Coach Connie Richardson. And that's exactly what you want. You want to slow him down. You want to make sure that Mount Union doesn't have any chance to try to heat up again, try to pass it inside to Sanford.
Yeah. I mean, Sanborn, she's been going off. She has 22 points. She's 8 for 10 from the field and 6 for 6 from the free throw line. I mean, she is just having a monster day. For the Cardinals, then, you have Allie Cardinal with 10 points, Danny Kissel 11, and Schaefer with 13. Also in double figures for the Raiders are, you got Tinky, Rachel Tinky.
Obviously, you got Sandberg.
Yeah. I mean, Tinky's got 13. I mean, they only have 2 players in double figures, but when one's got 22 points, that's a huge help. So, I mean, the Mount Union is also shooting 48% from the field, while the Cardinals are only shooting 39%. So
that's right. I mean, Cardinals were shooting pretty close with Mount Union towards in the first half when it came to field goal shots, but Otterbein hasn't been able to land any shots so far in this fourth quarter. Alkire passing off to Morissette. Morissette driving around. Physical, suffocating defense by Kissel. Driving inside, shot off the rim, no good. Rebounded. Sanborn tried to get a shot off, no good, and she'll be sent back over to the line. Foul's going to be on, looks like it's going to be on Kirsten Taylor, her third.
Which is good, though, because Schultz was down in that mix, and she did not get called for that. So.
But again, you don't want to see her going to the line. She's been perfect from the free throw line so far this game.
You are correct on that one.
First shot up. Oh, first shot off.
I think it's the announcer's curse. I mean, saying she's perfect. Might have done it.
A little bit of a knock on wood. Sanford, second shot. First one was missed. 61-64. Could make this a 2-point. Exactly. Again, 2-score game. 61-65. Only a 4-point game, so pretty close. But we'll see. Minute 14 left. Cardinal with the ball. Driving inside. Trying to pass it off to Taylor. Bounced off her hands. No good.
They need to get a stop here. They're almost under a minute.
Officially, 1 minute left to play. Hessen with the ball. Passing it over to Morissette, and it looks like a foul is going to be called on Allie Cardinal.
And that's her 5th. That's big.
And it looks like she's about to come out of the game for, looks like it's going to be J.C. Jones. Or maybe Abby Maduri. Yep, Abby Maduri checking into the game for Allie Cardinal.
Now, that's not a bad person to have in the game. She can shoot it from outside if she can get a shot up.
If she can just set her feet, get that shot off, she's good.
Yeah.
First shot good for Morissette. 5-point game, 61-66. Second shot good. 61-67, 6-point game.
See what they do. Cards have drawn up here.
48 seconds left. Got to be careful. You don't want to waste too much clock. Kissel. No good. Oh, rebounded by Schultz. Schultz. Kissel. Kissel 3. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Mount Union. 33 seconds left in the game. They're going to try to drown it, looks like.
Mount Union got a timeout called right there.
So with this timeout here, 20-second, only a 30-second timeout. So I think looks like Mount Union coaching staff over here, headed up by 13th season head coach Susie Bennett. Looks like they're just going to try to slow down Otterbein, make sure that they're take out that physical edge that they have, because that was one thing that was happening a lot for them in the third. was that physical edge and that physical just dominance that they displayed over Mount with Jamie Sanborn.
Yeah.
But now that you have Schultz in foul trouble, now that you have Cardinal in foul trouble, now that you have Schaefer in foul trouble, and looks, I mean, with 32 seconds left in the game, it's like, what are you going to do?
Well, I mean, if you're the Cardinals, you have to foul. I mean, you have to foul and extend the game.
We have seen miracles before.
It will be interesting. I mean, to see what the Cardinals do, I would assume you're going to press them to try and force a turnover. I mean, both teams have 14 turnovers, so it's possible. But it's going to be an interesting time. The shot clock is still turned on, so they won't be able to run the clock out.
Tinky with the ball. She's fouled. Danny Kissel.
And Tinky is not the one you wanted to foul there. She is an 82% free throw shooter. So that's not a very good person to foul, and she's also 2 for 2 for the day.
Marietta back with the lead. A bit of a check-in right now from some other OAC action. Marietta up 78-76 with 10 seconds left in overtime against Ohio Northern, ranked 21. First shot, in and out, no good. And this is a tough sight to see for Otterbein, especially since it's senior day. You wouldn't want to see anything like this before. Second shot is good. 7-point game, 61-68. Raiders over the Cards.
I mean, the Cards are looking to extend their win streak to 10 games, and Mount Union also, believe it or not, has a win streak of 3 games, so they're looking to extend it as well. Both teams have battled down the stretch of this season very well to get to this 3 seed. So, and this game is living up to it. I mean,
I think it's very important for Coach Connie Richardson to keep her players in the moment and make sure that they stay focused on the task at hand, and that is at least getting some shots off and try to make it a little bit closer than it is.
there's still a chance. I mean, you have 30 seconds to go, and they will probably extend this game, foul, all that, but you have to get some quick shots off. That's the biggest key to the offense. You have to get some quick shots. You can't set up long possessions. That's probably what she's telling her 5 that are on the floor right now.
Probably the most surprising thing I've seen so far this game was the absence of Alex Schaefer, who was their leading scorer this game. I mean, 13 points. You can't keep that off the court, especially if it's coming off the bench. And she was definitely that spark that really lit up that intro into the second half. I mean, she was just draining 3 after 3 after 3.
Yeah.
They just couldn't stop her. But now that she was off the court, like, it just gave Mount Union some ample time to get some shots off and keep scoring on them.
Yeah.
Kissel over to Maduri. Maduri, inside shot, layup, no good off the glass.
Rebound
by Schultz. Schultz shot good.
That's a quick shot they needed right there. I mean,
that's right.
2 points, it'll do.
63-68, 25.7 seconds left in the game. 5-point game, so still a 2-score game. If they can get a 3 off, possibly maybe a sub in of Alex Schaefer.
Yeah, very true. Play a little defense and offense substitutions. I mean, Otterbein has made 5 3-pointers, 3 of which are Schaefer. So you have to know the way she's shot today, she's got to be an option down the stretch, especially if you can get it within 3.
Those other 2 coming from Allie Cardinal and Delaney Cutridge.
And right here's the full court press. I mean, you might see somebody from Mount Union go long here with those 2 back. We will see.
DC Taylor sitting off to the back trying to block it off. Sanborn fouled.
Now that's somebody you want at the free throw line. I know she's made a lot of free throws, but down the stretch, this is a tight game. We'll see if the pressure gets to her.
She's going to go 1-1 too, so if she misses this first shot, Otterbein has a chance to get the ball back and make it a 1-score game. We'll see. Sanborn setting up. Shot up. Shot is good.
It's a big free throw right there.
That's
I mean,
right.
24 seconds to go. You're
6-point game.
Yeah.
Still a 2-score game. 63-69. Raiders over the Cards. Second shot up. Second shot good. 63 to 70. 7-point lead right now for Mount Union. Maduri with the ball. Maduri driving inside, tries to get up a layup. Shot is good. So again, a 2-score game. Score is going to be 65 to 70, only a 5-point game. And who's the foul going to be on?
Foul's on Mount Union, it looks like.
Wow, foul's going to be on Rachel Tink, sending Delaney Cutridge to the line, shooting 2.
And that is Tinky's 4th foul as well.
First shot up, first shot good. 4-point game. Right in their grasp. Opportunity to possibly make it overtime. Second shot up, second shot good.
You're down 3 now. You're
All right, down 3.
And you see that after Delaney made that second free throw, she just big breath of air.
That's good. You need to calm herself down. I mean, other than Alex Schaefer, she's made some pretty big-time shots from the 3-point line. She made that first 3-point shot to give Otterbein a lead, coming in, making it a 1-point lead. But after that, I mean, it was all Mount Union, just scoring and scoring and scoring because of the sheer absence of like physicality from Otterbein, just because of foul trouble, and it wasn't something you would want to see.
No,
it wasn't something you would actually expect to see, because Otterbein is actually pretty clean when it comes to just playing all together.
Yeah.
But it just hasn't been one of those games.
No, it really hasn't. I mean, there's been a lot of ticky-tack fouls, but you got to just play through that. And I mean, how Mount Union's running this?
Ball's going to be inbounded by Morissette, defended by Schultz.
She's struggling to get it in.
Violation. Oh, excuse me, timeout. Mount Union, 60-second timeout.
That's big because making them waste a timeout.
Both of them can get as many timeouts as they need. We have 15.5 seconds left. Who would have thought this is the longest? Who would have thought this would be the score right now? 67 to 70 with 15.5 seconds left.
I mean, Mount Union is right around their average, 69.3 points, which is second in the conference. That's what they average a game. Cardinals are around 65, so they're both about their averages. So it's just interesting how tight this game is, considering how tight, not tight, the game in Alliance was. So,
and Marietta and Ohio Northern went to double overtime. Ohio Northern up 82-81. We thought that this game was going to be over because there was 10 seconds left, and Marietta up by 2, but it looks like Ohio Northern kept it going. Now Marietta up 83-82 over Ohio Northern. Man, that if you want to watch a game there, I mean, there's one for the ages, 1v2 in the conference.
You got that, and you got a great game right here.
You got 1v2 and 3v4. They're going to try to hold it out. And a foul.
And let's see who this is called on. This could be big.
Looks like it's going to be on Danny Kissel.
Her 4. So now you got Taylor with 3, Schultz with 4, Kissel with 4.
And Tinky shooting 2.
Yep, and I mean, she's 82%, so.
First shot up, first shot no good.
Big shot there, big.
We'll see this last one. This last one has a chance to make it almost unreachable for Otterbein. First shot up, first shot good. It's 4-point game, timeout, Otterbein. Full timeout. It's going to be a 60-second timeout for Otterbein. So 67-71, Purple Raiders over the Cardinals right now. 11, a little over 11.5 seconds left in the game.
Yeah. I mean, if you're the Cardinals, you don't have to get a 3 right now, but it's 11.6 seconds, so you're going to have to either get a very quick shot as a 2 and then foul, or you're going to have to get a 3.
I don't know. I feel like the presence of Alex Schaefer has been missed. I mean, I've kind of been just ramming it in a little bit this fourth quarter, but it's just obvious.
Oh, yes. I mean, but her 4 fouls, maybe Connie Richardson is a little
hesitant.
To pull the trigger and put her back in. I mean,
we've given I mean, Allie Cardinal had a chance. I mean, again, Allie's a starter. She's a very consistent ball player for the Cards. But again, you want, and she was a very dominant defensive presence this game, as well as Abby Schultz. But you want to see a shooter like Alex in this game, especially with as hot as she was in the second half. Kissel with the ball. 9 seconds. 3. No good. It's going to be Mount Union ball.
And
I mean,
6.6 seconds. I mean, you'll go foul them right away probably, but it's
Kissel. Well, she's going to try to get in between Sanborn and foul.
And Tinky's going back to the free throw line to shoot another 2. So this game, very, very great game. Very great game.
Very, very solid by both teams.
Yes. Very physical on both sides. I mean, the Mount Union had 32 rebounds.
First shot is good.
32 rebounds and 25 came from the defensive side. I mean, Otterbein had 31, so, I mean, they also rebounded very well.
Second shot is good. 67-73 is the score right now. You want to get off at least a score just to make it a little close. I mean, at this point.
Mount Union captures the victory here.
Mount Union wins 73-67 on Otterbein's senior day. I can't say anything but wow.
Yeah.
If I'm the coach of either of these teams, I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the seniors that played in this game for Otterbein, and I'm proud of the players in general that played for, and I'm very proud, especially of number 33 in the purple and black, Jamie Sanborn of Mount Union, who had over 20 points this game.
Yep, she actually dropped 25.
25 points. Jamie, who usually averages about 10 a game. I mean, she is a starter, but I mean, usually averages about 10 a game.
Yep.
You cannot say enough but wow.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of the way that they played. I'm sure Coach Connie Richardson is proud of this team. They're proud of the way that they played. I don't think at the beginning of the season and with how the season was going, anyone really expected the way that they would win as many games as they did. By that, I mean, like, I'm sure they expected to win, like, somewhere around, like, probably, like, 10 to 12 games. I mean, they did win about 12 games this season, but no one expected it to be as much of a roller coaster as it was this season. Beating Ohio Northern, beating Marietta, coming close right now, almost beating Mount Union to play for a potential 3 seed. Beating Baldwin-Wallace last week to gain the 3 seed for this week in general. I mean, this team has fought and fought and fought, and I cannot say anything but wow, and congratulations for both teams. Otterbein, both teams are in the OAC tournament. Mount Union now officially the 3 seed, and Otterbein officially the 4 seed.
Yes, and it looks like that Otterbein will be playing Baldwin-Wallace, who it will be the 5 seed, because they hold the tiebreaker over Capital. So whatever happens today in those 2 games, who they play, won't matter. So it looks like the Cardinals will be playing Baldwin-Wallace.
A quick update right now. Number 21 Ohio Northern up against Marietta 91-85 in double overtime, 32 seconds left on the clock. So it looks like Ohio Northern might be walking away with a 1 seed and Marietta with a 2 seed, which would switch them from, which would basically switch them in the standings. So we've seen 2 switches in standings in 1 day.
Yes.
What a great day for OAC basketball.
Oh, yes. Very good day. I mean, and to just talk about the scores real quick, for Mount Union, Sanborn, 25 points. She was 9 for 10 from the free throw line, and then Tinky had 17 and was 5 for 11 from the field with 6 for 8 from the free throw line.
And we were expecting Tinky to get hot during this game. We just didn't know when, and it just happened to be right at the right time, being in the second half.
Yes. And Cardinal, she had 10 points. She shot 4 for 10 from the field. And you had Danny Kissel with 11, 4 for 15 from the field, 3 for 5 from the free throw line. And you also had Cutridge, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. She had 11 points. And you had Schaefer, 13 points, 3 for 3 from the three-point line. So.
All right. Well, in closing remarks, thank you for joining us here in Westerville, Ohio in the Rike Center. I'm Samer Hamid here with Derek Krieger as Otterbein falls to the Mount Union Purple Raiders on Senior Day, 73-67. Thank you for joining us.